'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. 'Cause that's where the ranger's gonna be. Yes! Welcome to back-to-back 31 days. We're doing 31 days of the man, the myth, the legend. 31 days of Chuck Norris. Woo! And I don't have my cowboy hat. Oh, very sad, but it is what it is. We're going to watch everything. We're going to watch every episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. We're going to watch every movie he's ever made and just go from there. So, to kick off 31 days of Chuck Norris, I thought we'd go with 31 facts about Chuck Norris. And I guess these are in no particular order, but it's number 31. Chuck Norris is not in the King of Fighters because he would be too OP. It's true. Chuck Norris cleared trimming the herbs in Mario Maker without a task. Booyah. Chuck Norris once threw his Wiimote at his TV, but the TV didn't break because he was so fast he ran in front of it and caught the Wiimote again. Chuck Norris's controllers are too afraid to get stick drift. When Chuck Norris plays Pac-Man, he doesn't need a power pellet to make the ghost turn blue. Chuck Norris is the real God of War. When Chuck Norris beats Castlevania, Dracula does not resurrect every 100 years or at all. Imagine that. Chuck Norris already has the next F-Zero game. The CPU does not cheat when Chuck Norris plays Mario Party. Invincible stars look for Chuck Norris power-ups. Chuck Norris can transfer Pokemon from any game to any game. Game Boy to Switch, Switch to Game Boy, or Scarlet Violet. Imagine that. Chuck Norris created the Halo rings. Chuck Norris can pause arcade games. Chuck Norris plays all 4 instruments in Rock Band at the same time, by himself. Chuck Norris inputs the Konami code backwards to make the game more difficult. Final Fantasy will be final when Chuck Norris says so. When Chuck Norris blows on an NES cartridge, all cartridges in existence work properly. Whenever Chuck Norris plays a game, the system automatically becomes region-free and in the language of his choice. Chuck Norris filmed every episode of Walker, Texas Ranger in 31 minutes, but it took the rest of the cast years to catch up. Chuck Norris does what Nintendo don't. NES Hard is easy mode for Chuck Norris. And we're down to the top 10 here. Chuck Norris can play as all 4 turtles at the same time. Ads don't play on Chuck Norris's YouTube account because they are too scared. Chuck Norris beat NES Tetris in 1985. In Mario Kart, when you shoot a leader shell at Chuck Norris, all the other racers get hit. Chuck Norris can swallow Kirby and take his powers. The Legend of Chuck Norris sold 8 billion copies when there were 6 billion people. Chuck Norris doesn't buy things for 31 days. Companies give him everything he needs. Chuck Norris only bought 1 game system ever. The games for other systems play on it because they're too scared not to. When Chuck Norris does 31 days of games, the games play themselves. And the number 1 fact of 31 facts about Chuck Norris can do 31 days in 31 seconds. So, just thought I'd share that. Welcome to 31 Days of Chuck Norris. It's going to be awesome. And remember, the eyes of the Ranger are upon you.